What's up, Longhorns? It's Coach Loeffler, and today we're going to start on transformations. So, we'll have two different types of transformations, rigid and non-rigid. So, rigid are going to be transformations that do not change size. And so, we'll have three types that will not change the size of the original shape. Those are going to be translations, reflections, and rotations. So with non-rigid is going to be transformations that can change size and or the shape. And we'll have two different options for those. And ours will be dilation as well as a shear. Today we're just going to focus on translations. So, a couple things we need to know is different types of notations with it. So, with every type of translation, we'll have a pre-image and an image. So a pre-image will just be the original figure, and then the image is the figure after transformation. So anytime we're dealing with a pre-image, it will, for instance, if we're dealing with it, it could be, for instance, A. Once we have the image, it will have A with an apostrophe or a little one, and that little one is known as prime. So this will be A prime. It could also have two, meaning there were two different transformations applied, and that would be A double prime. So now continuing is we can see that there's a translation two different ways. One way is we can see it as xy being the coordinate, and then it could give us x plus 2, y plus 1. So with that, if our coordinate was, let's say, 3, 1, well, we would add 2 to the x value and 1 to the y. So our new coordinate would be 5, 2. And so what that just would be is 2 units right and 1 unit up. And then the other way we can see it is we can see it with a T and then an arrow of, let's say, -3, -4, close. And so this would just mean it is moving 3 units left and then 4 units down. So we could, for instance, have P of 2, 2. And so with that translation of -3, -4, we would then have P prime of -1, -2. So now a couple examples. So on our first one, a translation along the rule xy, x minus 2, x plus 3, lists the new image coordinates. So for each point, I need to move each point left 2 and then up 3. So left 2 and up 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is now R prime. We look at S, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is S prime. And for Q, we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And we'll have Q prime. And so now we're just left with the coordinates. So we'll have R prime at 2, 13. We'll have Q prime at 0, 6. And then S prime at 5, 9. Example 2 now. So what are the vertices of translation -2, -5 of triangle PQR? Graph the image of triangle PQR. This should be P prime, Q prime, R prime. So with it, I know I need to move it left 2 and down 5 units. So now, again, we'll go left 2. So 1, 2, down 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be R prime. So we go to P, 1, 2. Now down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have P prime, and now same thing with Q. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Q prime. And so the coordinates, R prime will be -3, -2. P prime will be 0, -4. And Q prime is 1, -2. So now example 3 is, we're kind of working backwards here now. So now it says, what is the coordinate rule that describes the translation that maps PQRS onto P prime, Q prime, R prime, and S prime? So what I need to do is I need to see how I went from P to P prime. So if I count, I go down 1, down 2. So I've gone down 2. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I go right 8 units. So this will be my X, Y movement. This will be my Y movement. So we can either go X, Y yields 2, X plus 8, comma, Y minus 2. Or we can have translations and have not -8, be +8, 8 with -2 as the translation rule.